How did I make $21,000 profit in 3 days, 3 trading days from a $60,000 account? What's up, guys? This is Sangwin, and in this video, I want to talk to you guys about you know how did in 3 days I made $21,000. The method I use, the strategy behind it, and the rules I use. Okay. Now $21,000 represent more than 30% of the account growth, and I did it in 3 consecutive days. As you know, my goal was to make a minimum of 25% per month. I know a lot of students who listen to this for the first time saying 25% per month. I mean, that's crazy. Well, you don't have a clue about my history and my background. I've tested the formula. I've been trading it, and it has proven twice with over 200 trades that it can make 50% per month. So I'm being very conservative, saying that my goal is to make 25%. Here, I did in 3 days. So basically, as you all know, I am striving to become a world-class trader, world-class portfolio manager, and it has been 5.5 years for me to reach this level of understanding and this level of skill, where something I can do in 3 days for some other traders or some people who don't have the knowledge, it seems just unreachable. But okay, let's take a look at it. So I post on my Facebook here um, the post, and lots of people look at it, they read it. Most of these people, they have been looking at my posts and watch a lot of my videos. And, I post videos about technical analysis, different ideas, what you need to become a good trader. The method and the habits. Okay, and they send me messages saying nice video and stuff like that. They want to know how I did it. A lot of people, they follow my public post because they want to see how I'm doing. Am I the real deal when it comes to trading results or not, or am I a fake guru? You know, hey, I'm showing you guys real trades, real profit, and the platform that has my name on it. Okay, uh, so let's take a look at it. One, two, three. Let's start. Okay, how do you know this platform is mine? It has my name on it here. Look, Sang Secret Stock Trading Formula. Okay, you will always see this, whether on my technical analysis video or this is the profit, the realized profit for the day. Excuse me, because it's cold today. It's cold a couple of days, and I've been to the gym and I work out really hard, so my voice is taking a it's taking a little toll too. So, January 12th, I made over $8,000 on that day, and that represents 13.39% growth on the account, ending in around $71,000 right here. Interactive Broker like to round up to the nearest thousand or 100 right here. Okay, so that represents it grows from 63,000 ish to 71. Okay, and in looking at the closed trades, these are realized profit. Okay, I made 8 winning trades, 3 losses, so that is a total of 11 trades. 8 wins represent a 72% winning percentage on the closed trade for the day. Let's take a look at the trade himself. Okay, so basically, as you can see, I had 3 losses. This big loss, I couldn't get out fast enough. The bid was falling, so when I got out, the slippage cost me a large amount of money. I hate it when the market falls too fast or the stock falls too fast, and the spread becomes super wide where the slippage caused me to lose a lot of money. I don't like that. Okay, but let's take a look at some of my winners. Look, My big winner is twice as big as my loser. So is this one. You see, one of my rule is when I close out a trade or when I find trades, I always be looking for trades with the potential wins or bigger than my losses. And I like to find multiple trades at the same time where I can get more wins than I lose. Okay, so as you can see, one of my rules is I must win more than I lose, and when I win, the profit should be bigger than my losses. See here, so you can see the solid proof that you know I talk the talk and I also walk the walk. Okay, moving on to the next picture right here. And on the 13th, the very next day after that, the very next day after that, um, I made over $7,000, and the account jumped to $78,000. Remember, the previous day it was $71,000. This $7,000 represents a 9.95% growth in the account in just one day. Remember, I am at a stage where I am scaling my portfolio. Okay, if you don't understand what that is, it will take me a very long time to explain what scaling portfolio is. Basically, I am growing the portfolio exponentially. Basically, that's what it means. Okay, I did a total of 6 closed trades. Okay, 4 wins, 2 losses. 4 divided by 6 equals 66 winning percentage. That is what this means. Okay, let's take my 2 tiny loss, $600 and $600. Look, this one win alone, $1,800, is more than these 2 small losses. Okay, as you know, let me repeat one more time. I like to trade where the profits are bigger than my loss or my stop loss. Let's take a look at the next big winner, $5,700 and something. Okay, now let me tell you how I got this big winner. Because I let my winner runs and I cut my loser real fast. The problem with most other traders is they hold on to losers. Okay, they hold on to loser until it lose so much it's unbearable for them and they get out. Professional and institutional trader, hedge fund managers, they don't do that. Okay, if you want to have super results or high performance results, you got to stick to one of the top rules. The top rule is cut your loser fast, let your winner run. Okay, so basically, this position right here, I continue to let the position run all the way up, maximizing the profit. As soon as the momentum starts to slow down and the stock start to come down, I exit. This is how I was able to get this gigantic win. Okay, moving on to the next day. The very next day is January 14, 2021. I made over $6,000. On this day, I should make a lot more. But I'm not going to go into the reason why, because there are lots of reasons why I didn't make as much money as I should have. But $6,000 represent a 7.87% of the account growth, and the account jumped to $83,000. Okay, so looking at the closed trades, you notice there is no loss. So on the closed trades, there was 0 loss, 9 wins. That represent 100% wins on the closed trades. You see these 2 tiny loss, right? I mean 2 tiny wins right here. I'm gonna tell you how they are so tiny. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why I got this nice $3,000 win. Now, as you know, I practice cut the winning. Cut the loser fast, right? Let the winner run to maximize it. And in my other video, I talk about the exact strategy how I normally scale in an hour position using thirds or 50, 25, 25 ish. Okay, so these two positions as they were moving up, okay, I just don't simply take the profit. If the position shows a couple $100 profit, and I take it, I will never get a $3,000 profit. You know what I mean? If I continue to, you say, hey, this profit is good. No, in order to trade right, the method right, the strategy and mentality right, I maximize the winner. Okay, so these couple of small winner, as they were moving up, for whatever reason, they started to come down because these are mostly long trades. So as they were moving up, and for some reason they were starting to come down, I exit at break even stop, or a little profit where I trail stop the position. That's why these profit were so small. Now, the same principle that I used that got these small profit got me a nice $3,000 profit, and it's only 300 shares. So this stocks, I bought it at, I sold it at 219, so 3,000. So I bought it at 209. Okay, a $10 move on a stock, that's represent like a 5% move for one day. Okay, so after I enter a position and I input my stop loss, what I do is I watch the position itself. Now, you may ask, how do I watch seven or eight position at a time? Well, if you remember my trading desk, I have 7 monitors, and I can do multiple tasks at the same time and do it very quick. Okay, I have reached this level of skill after 5 years of practice. Okay, if you guys have been trading for 1 or 2 years, there's absolutely no way you can do this. Okay, many professionals, they can only watch 1 or 2 positions at a time. But I've tested different way how I was able to watch so many positions at a time, and that's why I need 7 monitors. But anyway, going back to here, so after I enter the position, input my stop loss, and I watch the position move up. What I do is I move up my stop up to protect the profit, because if I don't protect the profit, I will give it all back. You never know when the stock is going to turn around and disappear all your profit completely and turn to loss. So what you do is continue to move up and take profit on the way. So as I was taking profit on it, I ended with a nice $3,000 profit. Just like the day before, I ended up with a nice $5,000 profit on the position. When you practice the rule, when you practice the strategy right and you stick to the rule, you're going to end up with some big winners. One day I might end up with a $10,000 winners. Well, you already know that in my other video, I had a $45,000 winner. It was gigantic. I call that my all-in formula. Okay, I don't find many trades like that, but they do come. And when they do come, I want to be absolutely prepared for it. Okay, so let's see now. See these nice position. Whenever I hit a big winner, I do the same way. I practice and I stick to it. Okay, let's take a look at the total percentage of the 3 days. So when you add up 3 days of $21,000 in profit, that represents a total of about 33% in the account growth. Okay, let me see. So basically, when I add up all the numbers, I get an exact percentage is 31%. So in 3 days, I was able to grow the account 31%. My monthly goal is about 25 to 30%. If I do 25% per month, or I average 25%, after 1 or 2 years, I'm going to have a a very big amount of money. After 4 to 5 years, I'm going to have an unrecognizable amount of money in my account. Okay. I know some people, they'll say 25% per month is very undoable for them. But when something is undoable for someone, it does not mean it's undoable for everyone. Okay, 25% is very doable for me. As you can see, I did it in 3 days here. And I am very selective of which day I trade or which day I trade big. Meaning when I trade big, I have bigger stop losses. When I have bigger stop losses, meaning my profit expectation or profit goal is actually bigger too. And I always use a percentage of my account when I determine my stop losses. Okay, so in summary, okay, let me take a look at bring this down right here. So basically, as of right now today, it has been 5.5 years in my journey. You know, as I was telling you before, the first 3 years absolutely sucked. I was like the king of suck trading. You know, I stopped following other gurus. I stopped paying other gurus because all they did was cause me to lose a lot of money. After 3 years, I started putting the pieces of the puzzle together by searching some of the top traders in the world. And you know, it took me another year to put a couple of formulas together. And after that, I have to test the formula to make sure they work. You know, I tested the formula and make over 100 trades every time because you know, as you know, according to Mark Douglas, you need a sample trade to determine if your method has an edge. An edge meaning it wins more than it loses. Okay, you need about 30 trades. But you know, for me, I like to be sure, sure as in I like to be solid sure. That's why my first test I did more than 100 trades. Right? I didn't like that formula. I didn't like the way I had to work. I developed a second formula. Okay, when I say formula, it is basically like a recipe, guys. It has all the ingredients, you know, the process of how things works. And let me explain what is a formula, so you guys can understand why I use the word formula. A formula to trade is like a recipe to help you cook, right? In the recipe, it has all the ingredients, right? In the formula, it has all these signals, multiple signals, right? And in the in the recipe, it shows you the amount, right? You gotta have the right amount. You can't have too much of something. In the formula, you also have to have the right amount. Meaning, certain stock has the right amount of volume or liquidity. Okay, or you know, it has to have a minimum of price to, for in order for me to consider trading it, right? And also, in the pieces of the recipe, you need to cook at the right temperature, right? Because if you overcook the food, it'll be burnt. If you undercook it, it's not going to cook properly. So in the formula I use, I also have what is called market condition or market signal, right? Just like the recipe to bake a cake. If you bake it, the heat is too low, it's not going to come out right. If you bake the cake at too high of heat, it's going to burn the cake. Same way with the trading formula that I use. Okay, I have different formulas. There are like five trading formulas for the stock, a couple of a formula for the market, and a couple of formulas for calculation, all kinds of stuff. So I'm using a bunch of trading formulas. Okay. So this trading account, back in November, it had $30,000 in it because back then I had to test it one more time for the second time to make sure these formula I'm using, you know, is scalable. It wins more time than it loses, and the winner should be bigger than the losses. Okay, and you know, in about close to 25 or 27 trading days or something, I can remember exactly. I was able to turn $30,000 into $60,000. You know, and then for a couple of days after, you know, for a couple of days in January, you know, there wasn't much profit for me. So I trade small. I didn't have much win. Some day I had a bit of loss, but these 3 days, you know, I had a gigantic amount of profit. Okay, hopefully by the end of January, I make, you know, some nice gain, and you know, hopefully that in February I also have a good run again. So as of right now, how much money can I make in one day? Okay, as you know, I made $21,000 in 3 days. $21,000 divided by three is $7,000 per day. Okay, So I have the potential to make $7,000 per day. Okay. Now, can I make $7,000 every day? Of course not. There's nobody will have a perfect trading record where they win 100% of the time. Anybody who tells you that is a lie, is lying. Okay. So I like to trade on the good day to trade. Okay, I do not trade on the bad days. There'll be bad days to trade long position. If it's bad, I either trade on the short side, or I don't trade, or I trade very small. I just watch it. Okay, as you know, I like to trade long. Why do I like to trade long? Because 70% of the time the market is upswinging, and 30% of the time the market is downswinging. Okay, that's a fact proven in history for over 300 years. So when trading on the long side, I already increased my percentage to win. So that's why I like to trade on the long side. Do I trade on the short side? Of course I do. When I see a bunch of bear signal, I'll be shorting the market. Okay, so as of right now, I have like 24 or 25 rules for successful trading. Many of the rules I borrow from some of the most successful traders in the world. As you know, some of them have made hundreds of millions, hundreds of millions with the M. Okay, and some of them has already made billions. They are billionaires. So if they have rules, I also borrow the rules, and I also have rules of my own. Okay, and I read those rules, and I make sure I stick to them. And I notice that anytime I bend the rules or I break one of those rules, my profit is not good, or my loss is big, or I'm just not as proud of the trading as I should have been when I break the rules. That's why all professional real traders have rules that helps them maximize profit, avoid big losses, and keep them on a successful path to be consistent winners. Okay, so that concludes my video. If you like it, thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more videos like this. Hopefully that if you are new to trading, it serves as motivation. And one thing I want to tell you is this: never give up. Okay, trading is the toughest position, the toughest profession you can get into. But if you have the drive, the motivation to learn, and you're not going to give up, eventually you will put the pieces together, your own pieces or your own formula, and you can, for the rest of your life, you can make a lot of money. I'm Sang Nguyen. Thank you for watching my video on my channel, The Struggling Investor. Until the next video, have a good one.